are gonna be adding some aquarium fish for the first time in the saltwater pond. It's time to get some color in here, some fish swimming around, and we're gonna be buying as many schooling, colorful fish that we can find at the store to put in the pond. We just got this beautiful pond set up, completely redone in the brand new Fish Guy Chris warehouse. If you guys haven't seen, this is my new place where I have an entire garage space that we're gonna fill stacked to the nines with as many fish, aquariums, ponds as possible. Starting it off with the saltwater mini pond that you guys all know and love. Now this thing we set up for the final time here at the house, gave it its own permanent location here in the corner. It looks so good. It is perfect, it's beautiful, the lighting is fantastic, and I am ready to add some dang fish. The water has cleared up pretty nice. It's definitely gonna get clearer. That crushed coral puts a number on the water. You gotta really wait for that filter to do some work, and then it's gonna be crystal. But right now, it looks pretty dang good. I've been reading a lot of your guys' comments on what kind of fish you wanna see in here. You guys were talking about the tangs that we have in the house. We're definitely gonna bring those over, but the first fish to add should be super hardy, little schooling fish, so we can get the cycle of the pond kick-started with some cool, colorful fish, some hardy ones. Now, there's definitely some options for the pond, but I have a couple fish in mind, and we're gonna try to load it today with a school of fish. There's a couple different options we can go, depending on what the store has. We gotta see what the store has, and we're gonna just try to get a nice little school of fish going for the pond, so we can feed them, see how they do, see how they react to the pond, see how they react to this absolute beauty. I mean, it's endless possibilities. Like I mentioned before, guys, this is just our first pond. Tide pool pond, big pond for sharks and predators. I mean, this is just our first one. Are you not freaking pumped? I mean, I'm pumped. You guys are probably pumped too, but I'm really pumped. It is a good thing we're going to the fish store today. There are so many essentials. This is my first real move. And moving, I'll tell you one thing, it is stressful. All the basics, all the essentials that we need to get, I forgot. I gotta get a new refractometer. I gotta get some new fish food. I gotta be prepared for absolutely everything. But it is exciting that we're getting some fish today for the first time. We are adding fish. This is a monumental, this is groundbreaking. We are adding fish for the first time. This is our first edition of fish at the new Fish Guy Chris house. This is my first fish going. I have no other fish here. Whatever we get, they better be dang cool. They better be dang colorful. That's what we're going for. That pond, I want you guys to look at that pond. I want to see a million colors in there. So we're starting it out slowly. We're gonna try to find a nice school of fish. I gotta get some essentials. And I definitely need to get a new viewing container for you guys, because I know you guys love to see the fish before they go into the pond. So that is also a necessity. Hopefully they got some nice starter fish that we can scoop up. But first up, we got some fish tank essentials. Wow, look at this gorgeous net. Premium net, extra long. You gotta love that. New viewing tank, 2.5 gallon. We're gonna put all the fish in here, acclimate them in here, so you guys can check them out. Look at them, really cool. And then of course, never seen this before, new product, Marine One mini pellets for saltwater fish. Very exciting development. We're gotta get back on the train here, ladies and gentlemen. I have literally 0 things at my house, so we gotta start buying stuff. We got a net, we got food, we got a viewing tank. We're getting there. Let's go get some fish. We've made it back. We're all set up. We have our little mini, look at this tank. It's tiny. I absolutely love it. This is gonna be the perfect viewing container, and we're finally getting fish in this pond. I'm fired up about it. This is the first fish in this house, in this garage. We have 0 fish currently. Now we're gonna have fish. I am pumped. So let's get into our first fish we're gonna add to the pond. I think we're gonna put all the fish in here, and then we're gonna release them all at once for some last epic clip with the GoPro. Really get a lot of good shots. So our first fish of the day, I separated all of them out. This is the only fish that's a single. So I just got this guy just to put him in here. He's in this little cup. You guys can see him. He's tiny. This right here is a jet black saltwater molly, and he's our first addition into our viewing container. You guys probably can't even see him because he's literally jet black, but he's a great fish. And what are we trying to accomplish today? We're trying to get this cycled. We're trying to get some fish in here that are hardy, that are great, that are gonna handle a new tank, and this guy's perfect, a molly. It doesn't get much hardier than that. And he's really cool. He'll pretty much be the only jet black fish in this aquarium, so you gotta have at least one. Our next fish I'm excited about, we got 3 of them, and I don't think I've ever seen these guys before. Literally so confused when I saw them. There's yellow damsels? Am I tripping? These guys are yellow damsels. There's 3 of them. You can't see them in the cup, but we're gonna get them in the viewing container here. 3 yellow damsels. I was so surprised when I saw these guys. I feel like I've never seen yellow damsels before, so it was a shock to me. If we put the light on top of this, you guys can really see those. They're straight yellow. I'm sure they're lost some of their color in transit and in the bag, but those are straight up yellow damsels. So not something I've seen before in the past, and when I saw them, they were I think these guys were $12.99 each. It was a must buy. So we're getting our first little school. We have jet black and we have yellow. We gotta add some more stuff in there. We gotta add some greens, some purples, and these guys are a fine addition. Never seen a yellow damsel before. We can check that off the list. We have officially bought the first ever yellow damsels in the history of the world. So there you go. That's fish number 2. I cannot wait to release all these guys in the pond. It's gonna look so dang good. The pond it's gorgeous. And remember, this is our first pond. It's looking so good. And reading your comments in the last video really gave me a lot of different ideas flowing through this brain. School of fish number 3, we have 3 green chromies. We got yellow, we got jet black, and we got green for the 3rd color and the 3rd fish going into the pond today. So we're really rocking up, really stacking up that school of fish there. Now, if you put the light here like last time, you can see the differences. Chromies are different than damsels. They have a different body shape. And chromies actually are probably my favorite damsel or starter fish because they're literally neon green. They look awesome, and you can see the different colors. They're all schooled up next to each other. They refuse to go anywhere except that back corner. But we have our school of yellows. We have our single Molly. I'm gonna consider him the leader of the group. He can be the leader. And then we have our 3 green chromies to add some of that green flair in here. Might not be a new color added. Well, actually, yes, it is. We have 2 striped damsels. We're adding white now. We had black. These are black and white, and we're adding these guys in to go along with the other school. These guys are great. These guys are great because just like all the other damsels, they're super hardy, and I think these guys have a little bit of a different shape. I don't know. Is it just me? They seem to be like the most aggressive, like the actual bosses of the tank. They always come out and defend their territory. They do seem to have a little bit of a different body shape. The black and white ones, and if you go to the yellow ones, the yellow ones look more like the chromie. These guys look like true damsels right there. The striped ones are great. They are, the best thing about all these fish, they're great eaters and they're super hardy. So that's what we're trying to see here. When you first get a new tank, it's always important to add fish like damsels, hardy fish, because they'll pretty much live in any water. If these guys can live, you know you can move on from there, and it helps cycle the aquarium, and we're on our way to victory. Hopefully those tangs will be in this pond soon, but we do not want to be too quick to put them in. Our final fish, purple/blue. I think both of these guys are different colors. These actually might be 2 different damsels. You guys tell me. Let's get these guys in. They're both blue and yellow, but one might be a completely different damsel. I'm not too sure. Yeah, those are different. So one is pretty much purple and the other one is blue and yellow. Both really cool, but I wish he was more like the one on the left there. The one that's electric blue is way cooler than the purple one. It's still cool to have them both. I should probably go to the store and try to find some more of those bright blue ones. That's probably my favorite one actually in here, is that bright blue electric damsel right there. He's the brightest color, so obviously he's the best one. But I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite damsel or chromie or Molly. Which one is your favorite? My personal favorite is the blue one, but it is cool that we found yellow damsels at the store. That's a first. Now let's get these guys in the pond as the first fish going in. Let's see if I can get all these fish in the net at the same time. That would be ideal. That would be absolutely ideal. This one's gonna be a straggler. Come on, boys, we got a new tank to go to. Let's go. All right, guys, here we go. I'm gonna put them in right here. Let's see how cool they're gonna look in the pond for the first time. Put them against the glass here. Look at that. There's our school, baby. Let them go. All of our fish finally added to the pond. We have official fish as the first fish added to the Fish Guy Chris pond. We have no fish in this house until now. We got a whole school of little dudes that are gonna be great to help cycle the tank. I'm sure they're gonna eat perfect, and I'm sure they're gonna be just fine because I did everything right. We used RO water, we used the live rock, we used a good amount of sand, and we used some crushed coral, so everything is perfectly in order for these fish to thrive. All of them are hiding right now, but let's see how ready they are. We have pellets. Throw a couple in. This helps cycle the aquarium as well. You gotta have some pellets going there too. So it's fine to feed, and even an empty aquarium, it's fine to feed. So little ghost feed action. Let's see if it's gonna be ghost feeding though. I think they're all hiding in the rocks. Every single one of them. He thought about it. The black one thought about it. Oh, we got our first eater. The black and white stripe is our first eater in the pond. We're probably gonna get many more eaters, but that guy, he has no fear. He's ready to go. There goes the other one. The black and white striped ones are the best damsels. They're eating immediately right when we put them in the tank, they're already eating. We have a little school of chromies in the back there you guys can see on the GoPro. They're sitting, they won't even look at me. They're disgusted by me right now, I don't know why. But our 2 black and white damsels are the only ones that came out to eat. The rest are hiding in the rock somewhere. So we're definitely gonna have to give them some time to get used to the aquarium and to adjust to their environment. The bright blue electric one, he's all the way in the back right here. He's in the corner, so he didn't even see the food. Swim over to the rocks, buddy. Go to the rocks. You're gonna love it over there. I just love the way this pond looks right now, especially with this light. It is a huge upgrade than when we had it in the backyard outside. It's a massive upgrade, and we are gonna be able to really see all the cool fish in here. We've got our first fish added to the pond. I don't know the exact total. We had 3 chromies, 3 yellow damsels, 2 blue ones, a molly, I'm forgetting somebody, and 2 striped. That's 11 schooling fish added to the pond. That is perfect. This is a 200-gallon pond, and these guys have a lot of work to do. Get used to this pond here. We're gonna add some friends in very soon. Hopefully those tangs, once we get the pond for a couple weeks up and running, hopefully those tangs will be able to go in here and this will look ridiculous. It'll look amazing. But our first fish have been added. This is a milestone. This is our first fish at my house. So I am super pumped up about it. I hope you guys did enjoy and you're gonna follow along this series of making this the coolest pond in the history of ponds. The coolest mini pond ever. That's our goal. So remember to drop those suggestions down in the comments of what fish you guys wanna see next and I will make it happen. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.